Hey, I'm Zachary and I am going around the world in 80 days with my father, and I'm sharing my experience with you. So I am here in Okinawa, and first of all, this place is hotter than hell. But I'm here at Hacksaw Ridge specifically, and in an earlier vlog I commented on how friendly the people were in Tokyo, and I'll have to say that's proven to be even more true here in Okinawa. And I think that's interesting because Okinawa was the largest battle of the entire Pacific, and 15,000 Americans lost their lives here, 130,000 native Okinawans, and who knows how many Japanese. And you would think after a struggle like that there would be bad blood between Japan and Okinawa in the United States. And that isn't true at all. The people here are amazingly friendly, and last night we ate dinner at a place called the American Village, and there's a massive US Marine base here, and it's fascinating to see how even after something like that there could be such a bond between Okinawa and the United States, and it's incredible being here, and the history here is unbelievable. So I am still here in Okinawa, Japan, and today was an incredible day. We got to go tour a lot of the battlefields from World War II, but also I got a chance to talk to someone who lives here. And one thing I've discovered in a lot of traveling is that if you go somewhere and you just visit the places, you don't really get to know the country, because countries are made up of people, not places. And so I got a chance to talk to a young woman who lives here. Her name is Mayumi, and I've gotten the impression that Okinawans view themselves as somewhat distinct from Japan. And what was that all about, and what was that like? And so she was telling me that yes, Okinawans do think of themselves as being a somewhat different culture, which makes sense because they were conquered by the Japanese in 1870, so they weren't even technically part of Japan until then. Also, she was telling me a little bit about the religion that exists here, and that it's far more ritualistic than mainland Japan. And one of the rituals she was telling me about is that Okinawans will go to the graves of their loved ones, and they'll eat. They'll set a table over the grave and they'll eat there. And she said it's a form of protecting the dead loved one. And she said that the moral system is sort of like karma, where if you lend money out, you don't expect someone to pay you back because you think you'll get paid back in some other way for your good deed. So I found that all really interesting, and my opinion of these people has only improved. Okinawans are unbelievable people, and everyone should come visit here. It's amazing. Also, I just ate seaweed soup, and it tasted pretty much exactly the way you would guess seaweed would taste, which is not very good. Dad and I just returned from eating at the place I mentioned before called the American Village, and while we were eating, it's sort of a Japanese take on Tex-Mex. I don't even know what you'd call that. There were 4 Marines sitting at a nearby table, and so we got a chance to go sit down with them, join them at their table, and just talk to them for a while, and that was an incredible experience, one of my favorite of this entire trip. And getting to hear their take on world affairs and the state of things in America and how they're enjoying their service. And it's amazing to see young men, they were all my age, 21, 22, who were going around the world protecting our freedom, and we most of the time don't even know where they are or what they do for us, and yet we are kept safe by them. So that was an incredible opportunity, and really appreciative of those guys for what they do. And on my way out of the restaurant, actually, I saw another Marine who had AL on his shirt, so I talked to him. Turns out that guy's from Aniana, Alabama. How cool is that? Just practically neighbors.